I'm Durman reporting for Lexington Prosecutor News Online from the studio of WVLK 590 AM in Lexington. Today, Brandy Durman, the widow of Lexington police officer Brian Durman, will appear on American DA Live with host Jack Patty and Fayette County attorney Ray Larson. She will discuss how the tragic death of her husband and the subsequent trial of his killer has impacted the lives of she and her family. Let's join American DA in progress.
For Brian, when he was getting ready to be a police officer, when he was getting ready to start on his shift, and then when he'd get off.
He would usually get up and have lunch with me and Braden if he was at home. Sometimes he was at school. And he would get up and have lunch with us, spend a little bit of time with us, and then he would go to the gym and work out. He would shower there and then go in for his shift. And he would call me when he was on his way home usually.
And you'd be asleep, of course.
Yes, yes.
Now, he was assigned to the central sector.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now that's important, Scott, because the police in general constitute sort of a family anyway. Mm-hmm. But it's a smaller family between sectors. The central sector is kind of a family within a family.
Absolutely.
And then the second shift, they all know each other very well.
Yes.
On these various shifts like that. So, okay, so when he get off, what happens? So he gets home?
He would get home, and a few times he didn't kiss me goodnight, and I fussed at him because I said, I don't really sleep well until you're home. I need to know that you're home, and he was just trying to be nice. He didn't want to wake me up because I was going to school and usually had a test or something like that the next day. So I put up a sign that says always kiss me goodnight in our bedroom to remind him, and from then on he made sure to kiss me goodnight and let me know that he was home.
All right, and then he'd go visit with Braden.
Yes, he would go and lay with Braden pretty much every night. Sometimes he wouldn't even take his uniform off. Mm-hmm. And 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning when I noticed he wasn't in the bed, I'd go check, and a lot of times he had fallen asleep, cuddled up with Braden in his bed.
He goes to work on the night of April the 29th. Can you tell us about that?
He had gotten up and we talked a little bit, had lunch, the same as any other day. And I said, be careful. And he said, I always am, and went to work. That's the only day that I can remember he kissed me goodbye twice, which is kind of ironic. He had forgotten something at home, came back for a few minutes, and kissed me goodbye again. And I didn't realize that would be the last time that I would ever see him alive.
This is Lexington Prosecutor News Online.